Welcome, YouTube friends and family, to today's short edition of the Wellness Homesteader. So, hey, you're turning that over. Chickens don't mind, but oh, are they ever so sweet and cute. So let me introduce you to my 3 new girl members of the family. Stay tuned. So up front here on the right is a Rhode Island Red. The striped one is a Barred Rock, and the black is a black Australorp. So, yeah, they're very confused because the neighbors have a rooster and they keep hearing the rooster crow. They're like, wait, where's that coming from? But they seem to be enjoying their new coop. They like underneath, which is kind of surprising. And they've already spilled their food. And I'm waiting on my feeder to come. But yeah, they're just hanging out, and I feel very blessed. Hi, girly girl. I haven't shown Frankie yet. I think he might be a little bit jealous, so we might just let them get settled in. I don't want to freak them out either. So yeah, you want to say something? You want to tell the people something? So I need names for my girls, guys. So do me a favor, drop me a comment. Now you've seen the actual birds. So I need 3 good girl names, cute names, or old-fashioned names, whatever you can come up with. Let me know what you think. Yes, I know. You need a name, don't you? So, yeah, tell me all about it. The Barred Rock's just laying here like, I'm going to just chill. She's definitely the most friendly of the 3, but I love them all instantly and immediately. I carried the Rhode Island Red into the cage by myself, and yeah, she was very, yeah, you were very good, but they're just nice, healthy hens. Well, guys, I'm so excited because look, my first egg. I think Miss Fancy Pants over there, the Barred Rock, the stripy one, I think she was the one that laid it. I gave them some kale. They're not terribly interested, which is shocking. Yeah, tell them all about it. Do you need to lay an egg too? Well, get up there. Yeah. Hi. So much fun, guys. I tell you, this has been a many-year dream for me, and to hold an egg in my hand from my very own chickens is pretty exciting. Yes, you're just getting all roughly feathered. My only concern is we're supposed to get rain all day tomorrow with severe storms, but the girls are, you know, roofed in and they can stay in their house and dry, I'm sure. So I'm gonna go treasure my first egg, and I'll bring you back to show you more. By the way, my feeder, yeah, my feeder will be here shortly. It's out for delivery. They're loving the watering. Are you hungry? Watering container. Yeah. The bowl, not such a great idea. There's a baby chick feeder that the people who got the hens for me left for me just in case. So yeah, girls, it's okay. So much fun. Well, this is actually day 2 of being a chicken mama, and I have to tell you, my girls are doing great. I've gotten 3 eggs. I'm super pleased about that. And yeah, it's really fun. They each have their own personality. So don't forget to drop your name suggestions. So the Barred Rock, the striped one, the black and white, I've been calling her Fancy Ray, Fancy Pants. And that is from a Reba McEntire song of Fancy. It's called Fancy, but She might be Fancy Ray. I'm pretty sure. She seems to like the name, but they're all very sweet. They're eating well. They're doing all the things the chickens do. They seem to love their coop. Unfortunately, today we're having like monsoon rains, good for the garden, but the chickens don't seem to mind it because they're under roof. So I did want to let you all know today is actually Wednesday. It is about 20 till 10. At noon today, I am having my dental procedure. So I'm going to try to get this video edited and uploaded beforehand so that you will have, and I apologize for the dinging, guys, you will have a video for Saturday, and then hopefully I'll feel fine to do one for Tuesday. So if you're thus inclined, I would really appreciate your prayers for quick healing and no infections. But speaking of infections, I have something I want to share with you all, and I'm super excited that it came today. So I get this lovely silver bubble, oh, well, I guess I should cover up the address, bubble mailer. You know, it's one of these little pouchy things, and I'm like, what did I order? And then I opened it up, and guys, I have to share this with you because I think it is a great thing to have in your preps. And that is an emergency medical kit from Jase, J-A-S-E Medical. So here's the deal. I will drop a link below to Jase Medical so that you can check it out for yourself and read all the FAQs, etc., etc. But what they are is sort of an online pharmacy with board certified physicians. So you go in, you fill out your information, including your drug allergies or any allergies, as well as your medical conditions, and a board certified physician will review that and communicate with you if they have any questions, and I can say firsthand they did. And then you will receive your emergency medical prescriptions. So these are legal prescriptions. So let me just show you in here what I have, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the type of infections that it treats, etc., etc. So it's very nicely done. The bottles are like banded in. You'll notice I've got an empty band here, and that is because of a drug allergy I have. So I got double of another medication. Also, it comes with a really nice emergency antibiotic guide, and it goes through every single possible condition that you might have and which antibiotic you should take for it. So why would you not just go to the doctor? Wouldn't that be simpler? Well, let me tell y'all, as you know, during the pandemic, we had physicians that were only doing these kind of consultations, or physicians that were just saying, go to the way overloaded emergency room because I can't treat or diagnose you even on like a Zoom type call. Also, shortages, y'all. Do you remember the shortages of medications to treat the V, and also certain medications that they thought were good for treating the V were used by people who had rheumatoid arthritis, and so it created a shortage. So I believe it is always good to have emergency medication on hand. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how to store it. I've been a registered nurse for 41 years. Yes, I'm old. And I'm not giving you any medical advice. That is up to the board certified physician if you choose to order the kit. So here are some examples. And guys, I have notes of infections that it can treat. So community-acquired pneumonia. So there is a viral pneumonia, and then there's bacterial pneumonia, which is usually what they refer to as community-acquired. So you don't give antibiotics for viruses, only for the bacterial type. Urinary tract infection. Ladies or gentlemen, if you've ever had one, it is miserable, and having access to the Cipro, which would be the drug you would take, and the guide will tell you that, immediately is going to make a huge difference in how fast you recover and also your comfort level. Cellulitis, which is an infection of the tissues. You've probably seen people who are maybe a little bit fluffy, carrying a little bit of extra weight, where they're not getting good circulation to their legs, and their legs get swollen and hard and red and even sometimes weep. That is an example of cellulitis. Now this one, guys, I had to look up. Never come across it in 41 years. Tularemia, T-U-L-A-R-E-M-I-A, and it's also called rabbit or deer fly fever. And it is a highly contagious bacteria that's usually found in animals but can be transmitted to humans through insect bites or through, I hate to use this word, bioterrorism. Anthrax inhalation exposure. We all know about some of the things that have gone on with anthrax. Plague, otitis media, which is an ear infection. Traveler's diarrhea, like who doesn't want to have a solution for that? Animal bites and human bites. You may not know, but a human bite can be even more dangerous than an animal bite. Just saying. Wounds, tooth infections, cat scratch disease or cat scratch fever. Goodness, I'm having to, Lyme's disease, can't read my own handwriting. Pertussis, which is like whooping cough. Chlamydia, which is a sexually transmitted disease. Intra-abdominal infections. So all of the tummy trouble type things. Cholera. Strep pharyngitis. So when you get strep throat, it will often give you an effect to your pharynx and larynx. So you get a lot of swelling and discomfort, and also laryngitis. Prostatitis, or an inflammation of the prostate gland for you fellows out there. Clostridiosis, which is also in that STD area. Giardia, which is a parasite that usually is found in contaminated water. But if you have a break in a water main, and it can happen, guys. It is a parasite. Clostridium tetanus. We all know about tetanus. C. diff. So that is a type of imbalance of the good and bad bacteria in your bowel, and it causes severe diarrhea. If you are in a hospital or any kind of healthcare institution, you will be in isolation because it's highly contagious. So that's a great thing to have as something for C. diff. Malaria, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, bacterial vaginosis. Guys, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody, this is just medical facts. And amoebic dysentery, which is an amoeba. And let me tell y'all, lighten this up a little bit. Many years ago, when I was married, we went out of the country. I won't share where, and it was for a medical conference. And guys, everyone, and don't ask me how, everyone got amoebic dysentery. Oh, that was bad, man. And I actually was so ill that once I got back, I had to be hospitalized for IV treatment because of dehydration, etc., etc. So great to have the medications you need right on hand to avoid that happening. So I can see taking this on every single trip that I would ever go on. All right, so what happens is you fill out the form, you get your consultation, and then it comes right to your house. If you have questions, the board certified physician, you can reach out to them. There's a place on the website, and again, I'll drop the link. You may wonder, well, okay, say I don't get sick for a couple years. Isn't this going to go bad? So one common mistake about how folks store medications is they store it in their restroom, like, you know, under the cabinet or in a drawer, or they will store it in the kitchen. That's not bad if it's something that you're taking every day, so you're going through the supply very quickly in 30 days or whatsoever. But it's not good for long-term storage. The steam, the heat that happens in those environments cause medications to deteriorate more quickly. So if you store your medicines in a cool, dry place, studies have shown, and again, guys, I'm not giving you medical advice, but you can find this right on the Jase Medical website. Studies have shown that these type medications that you're going to get in your kit retain 90% of their potency for 20 years. Now, expiration dates or best by dates, they're usually expiration on any type of prescription medication. It's not true across the board, okay? There are certain medications you don't want to keep past their expiration because they can either become weak and inadequately treat you, or some can actually change chemical composition and cause harm. So please, if your medications say they are expired, check with your pharmacy, check with your physician before continuing to consume them. I'm just telling you what Jase Medical says about what they sent. So what comes in here normally? Amoxicillin, which is a penicillin derivative. I happen to be highly allergic to penicillin, so I got 2 of another thing instead of the penicillin, which is great. Azithromycin, which is commonly called a Z-Pak. So I got 2 Z-Paks, perfect for me. Ciprofloxacin or Cipro, and it doesn't just treat urinary tract infections. There are other infections that it's good for, and again, your guide will tell you. Doxycycline, which is a tetracycline type derivative, very commonly used for oral things. I've taken enough doxycycline in my life, that's for sure. And then metronidazole, which that is used for STDs, for tummy troubles, for skin infections. The one thing, and the caution's right on the bottle, it's absolutely no alcohol with that drug. You can have serious, serious side effects. So it's very well defined. I think this is something that everyone needs to have. And I am going to share with you, both verbally and in the description box, my code that you can save 5%. Now you may be wondering, well, how much is this? And I'm going to tell you it's $259. In a way that sounds like a lot of money, but let's take a step back. This can treat, 4, 5, 6. This can treat you 6 times. So think about your copay or your pay to the doctor every time you go for 6 infections, as well as 6 prescriptions. So I thought it was, for me, in my medical situation, a very good thing to have on hand. I take a medication to suppress my immune system. I'm highly susceptible to every infection in the universe. Although I'm a fairly well person, guys. If you look back, I haven't been sick too many times, a few times. So you can save 5% if you use my code, and it's all one word. And I love the code they gave me, Be Prepared. It is free shipping. It took about a week to get here, so not very long. And I just wanted to share it with you in case this is something that would benefit you. If you have a lot of questions, you could also talk to your healthcare professional, your physician, whatsoever, about having these. I don't know how docs feel about it. I think it's good to have for traveling, number one. You know, you're in a strange place or a strange country, and you don't have a local provider. It might be hard to get in, or we just don't always know what's going to happen in the future as far as availability of medications or availability to get into the physician. So I hope you will take advantage. So once again, I hope you enjoyed seeing my girls. I would show you more today. However, it's pouring the rain and I have to leave in a bit to have my surgery. So I'm really not nervous. This particular oral surgeon uses an amnesic, so you just don't remember anything that happens, but you're fully awake, so it's much, much safer. So I'm trying to think of something that it would be like, well, I mean, it is kind of like anesthetic where you don't remember a whole lot. So I guess that's the best way to describe it. So I want to stay off my phone because time before last, I ordered like 3 either shirts or dresses. I can't remember now. I think shirts. And when they came, I'm like, I didn't order this. And then I look in my phone and yes, indeed. I ordered not 1, not 2, but 3. So I will keep my phone in my purse. I won't be speaking to anyone. And you really come to yourself within a few hours. It sometimes takes me a while. I'm not a huge person, so it takes me a while to clear it. So, yeah, I hope I don't have some of the prior experiences that I've had under the medication. So, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. There will be lots more chicken adventures. I do want to share with you, I'm doing some experimentation with fermenting food. I am feeding organic, non-GMO. I had purchased pellets. Well, I have a whole bunch of pellets, but I may also switch over and do my own mixture of whole grain. And basically what you do is you wet the food, you let it sit for 2 days, and it expands, and I can feed that in the summer and I can feed pellets in the winter. So as I learn more, I'll certainly be sharing it with you. I hope you all are well and healthy and blessed. Don't forget to smash that like button. Y'all take care. I hope I will see you on Tuesday.